So they're calling you a radical. That's SAN Onofre right there. Oh, that's a long ways away. That's it right there. I hope you can see it. Look, man, no hands. See it? That's it. Long ways away. They want to put the waste on the beach. Now, hear me out. So, nobody down there. These are the good. They're catching some mackerels. Some small ones. But I've talked to all the fishermen. They're really sad. That's the desal plant. But they are catching some little mackerels. He just brought a little teeny guy in.
Nothing, yeah. We're getting there, though. It's a lot right
catching
here.
some.
A lot
getting
there?
some.
We'll try.
So, let's talk about this. There you go. There you go. He's always out here. He knows his shit. He's the only one. So, okay, that's SAN Onofre right there. Now, hear me on the waste. This is important. Now, I've done dozens and dozens of videos over there. I'm the one that went inside there, you know, for years. I mean, they had a meltdown right there on January 2020. I mean, they were cheating on the exchange. I'm the guy that exposed that. So I've been up there under it, whatever. So not on the beach, everybody's saying now. It's been on the beach for 50 years. Now hear me. This is real important.
Who's this?
This is real important.
Oh, Andrew. You want to come to the pier?
So, now listen to me. This is real important. Well, you guys were asleep. Right here in Carlsbad, they had the hearings. They had it. None of you showed up. I did. I went crazy on them. So what they did in post-Fukushima, they just, the N.R.C. with a stroke of a pen, with the blessings of Barry Antoinette, let them eat, Exelon Obama, which, by the way, Trump blesses them too, the nuclear crime syndicate energy. So what they did, by the way, that was the fire was out there on the top of the ridge all the way across there. So they officially turned all 104 nuclear reactors into official nuclear waste dump sites. Against the law, against the law. The Nuclear Regulatory Committee, which I call the Nuclear Cheerleaders, which I went at them right there on the 27th of October 2014. So hear me. With no congressional power, with no legislative, no executive, no judicial power. They have none. They're a committee. They're a commission. The N.R.C. They don't have any legal, but apparently they do. So they, with a stroke of the pen, so you can sue all you want, and you can do it all, but according to them, legally, the Department of Energy has 100% control, which they do. Department of Energy, now the Navy has a say there, and the Marines, of course, it's on their property, but they're the same apparatus. Because of the Patriot Act, and they claim that this went into the FICA court. You know, Barbara Boxer's office, head of the committee at the time. Then Vitter, of course, Vitter wouldn't do anything. Wyden, he dropped the ball. They all dropped the ball. And so I stayed on it. Now hear me. We could have sued them and stopped it. And I tried. I tried to get it. I was full of leukemia walking the whole coast. I'm there at all the hearings, working the coast left and right, you know, and I live in Utah. And, you know, it's pretty outrageous, to be honest with you, that I have to do all your dirty work. So, by law, they legally did this in 2012, 2013. Now, I'm the only one that challenged it. The only one that challenged it. They, the N.R.C., who legally, their only Congress can make law. They did it anyway. And it got ratified, supposedly in the FICA court from what, you know, we'll never know, because under the Patriot Act, it was pushed underground. We're going to have congressional hearings. I was going to speak, you know, through Boxer's office. They forced her out. You can ask her, Barbara Boxer herself. She went in when Alice McFarland was head of the N.R.C., and I challenged Alice McFarland big time. I'm the only one ever got up right in her face in, you know, San Luis Obispo in 2016, in June, July 2016. When Gary cried, they won't come. Dale Isis cried, they won't come. And I said, okay, we'll come. Then they didn't go. I mean, it's a shakedown. It's beyond a freaking political football. It's literally, I mean, not on the beach? Hell, I don't think you should go on the beach. Hell no. But it's already been on the beach. It's been there 50 years. And whose backyard are you going to put it in? Nobody wants it. And you continue to keep making it. I used to say for years, you make it, you eat it. But I know it's easy. Is it safer in the dry cast containers on the tarmac than it was inside those spent fuel pools? By a billion times. The spent fuel pools are over capacity. They're over capacity. They're over capacity. They're over capacity. Legally, by law, they went over capacity freaking 25, 26 years ago. So you're paying a fine to it. And they're not public utilities. They're privately owned. You're paying them. You, the taxpayer, they're suing and they're winning every single reactor. So they're going to bury it all on site. That's what they've been doing the whole time to all these things. You know, put it in my backyard in Utah. The SAN Onofre generators in Utah, illegally parked. They had to build a special truck. I was full of leukemia in the bone marrow transplant at LDS. Fukushima going to give you leukemia, then I got leukemia. Because Sandra's son, Kevin Blanch, you wouldn't listen to me. We went out there with Geiger counters 10,000 times over the legal limits. Hotter than fuck. You know, Utah doesn't want it. Nobody fucking wants it. We're not your fucking nuclear outhouse. No vacancy, but it's got to go. Now, I saw the temporary permit. It got leaked to me. To WIP. What's WIP? Now, WIP blew up on Valentine's Day as I was standing on the pier in Avila. Blue Hearts on Valentine's Day in 2014. It blew up. They lied, said it was a salt truck. Then they come out and admit it, says, oh, it was a plutonium container made in Utah. It blew. It spewed plutonium all over. They spent $2 billion reopening. As we speak, now hear me, this is important. This is a fact check. And I'm the guy that broke this story. It's out there now. They are opening WIP. Right now there's a giant mining operation going at WIP to 10 times capacity. That's where it's going. I'm telling you, you know, this grandstand, you have no say, California. That's the way you want it. That's the way you got it. You went for the military industrialized complex, turning Southern California into the great military cities. You bought, you had it, you know, your false equivalency, democracy, you know, left, right, war, military, war, left, right, obey, consume, left, right. You went for it. You know, some men you just can't reach. And women. That's the way he wants it. They can legally put it on there, and there ain't a fucking thing you can do about it. Nothing. Nothing. You can sue all you want because it's in concrete. You had your chance to sue. You could have joined with me, and we could have stopped it. But no, I was on my own with no money, full of cancer, full of leukemia, walking the coast, documenting the dead typo. Me thinking, the Megan Rice trial. I mean, over and over and over and over. In Vienna, fighting with the IAEA on this very subject. I mean, detained inside the, I mean, full of leukemia, given 2 months to live. I with no money, and I did all this fucking work documenting the dead tide pools. I walked from Mexico to San Francisco on the coast. I've been on all 88 piers, every fucking one of them. By the way, this is one of my favorites. That's the desal plant, which I call the ferrophosphate plant. 10% of all your water in San Diego County is coming from, and they cannot filter for nuclear fallout. And Scripps Pier picked up nuclear fallout from Fukushima on March 28, 2011. Now again, that's what my work that I leaked that. It got leaked into October 11, right? You think that's irony? Right as I leaked that, right as I'm going crazy and I got the field, boom, I get cancer. I mean, a death sentence type of cancer that I was given 2 months to live. You think that's a coincidence? Huh? I don't know. You know, they give me cancer? Yeah. When they marched my father from right there in Pendleton into the Nevada test site and they human lab ratted him, he died in the prime of his life of leukemia. Now the kid's getting it. No medals, no thanks, no nothing. My widowed mom, nothing. So, stand tuned, but you got no say, sadly. What we have here is failure to communicate. That's the way you wanted it. That's the way you got it. Stay down, Luke. Stay down, Luke. Cancer inmate number 137, the artist formerly known as Blanch. I'll do all your dirty work. Stand tuned. December 10th, 2017. I've done dozens of videos right here, all through screaming and yelling you know. Oh, it's a long ways away. That's it right there. There's SAN Onofre. You know, I've crawled up under there the other day. You know, that's a hell of a hike. I mean, almost ruined my Italian boots and my back. I fell in the tide pools by my head for the umpteenth time. I do all the... And you can't handle it because you're political dogma, fairy tale, God's guns gay, the lowest common denominator. Fuck. I mean, this country's so ignorant and pathetic, it's unbelievable. It's sad. But in the meantime, the me generation, too bad you all didn't die before you got old, for the future, the Pacific Ocean, the greatest PhD in human history, Kevin D. Blanch, the Great Pacific Genocide, AML leukemia survivor. That's where I got it. Open heart surgery May 1st. Think about that one. Stand tuned.